Assalamu alaikum and welcome to An-Nur the Light. The seasons are changing and South Africa remains one of the most beautiful places to live and grow up.
As a Muslim community, we are blessed to have a constitution that protects our rights to worship and practice our religion free from persecution.
We hope you're doing it right by showcasing ordinary Muslims who are exemplary in the observance of Islam.
For this week's first story, we travel to the province of Mpumalanga and spend some time with Maulana Junaid Jasad.
As we know, the benefit of fasting is to develop taqwa, to develop the consciousness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they are able to stay away from all.
The role of the Imam has traditionally been caring for the community's spiritual well-being. But for some, this is changing. In the small town of Ermelo, Mpumalanga, Maulana Junaid Jasad felt the physical is just as important as the spiritual, and this led to the formation of a health and fitness campaign to aid in keeping the community fit.
Growing the Muslim community. When we are physically fit, when our bodies are healthy, when there's healthy blood flowing through our bodies, it obviously has an effect on our minds, on our thinking, and on our heart. And the heart is the core of spirituality.
The benefits of cycling are well known, and Maulana Junaid turned to this as his first exercise regime. This led to the foundation of the Al Burak cycling team.
Team Burak is our social cycling club in Ermelo. I started cycling basically to keep myself fit, lose some weight as well. Together with that, a few other brothers from the community saw the benefits. They started joining me. One thing led to the next. We decided to enroll for the first 94.7 in 2010, and that is how Team Burak started off. Brother Musa Jasad then came along, he with a number of other cyclists in Ermelo. For the first 94.7, we were 12 riders. The August thereafter, we were about 15. The next 94.7, our numbers shot up to about 40 cyclists. And we started off a charity group. Team Burak is all about social cycling. It's about getting fit, and together with that, keeping the community together, keeping youth motivated.
We basically a social cycling club. So basically it's just to, it keeps the group of us together. And in every cycle event that we ride as a group, so obviously of different strengths. And basically that has brought the community together, it brings the people together, it keeps the closeness and the muhabbat between our community. And what we've seen since then is the kids taking on to cycling. And at any time now within our community, there's kids on their bicycles. And as you'll see, the kids, we have cycle events for them. It's like basically a short 1-2K ride.
As this is a small community, word spread quickly, and soon it wasn't only adults who wanted to cycle, but young kids too. This led to the establishment of the Kids Cycling Club.
Because of the great number of youth in the community, we started off the EMJ Youth, the Ermelo Muslim Jamaat Youth Committee. The EMJ Youth is falls under the Ermelo Muslim Jamaat, the organization that runs the masjids and the madrasa in Ermelo. We use that to motivate youth with Islamic activities, but things that relate to them as well: swimming, fishing, hiking, volleyball, soccer, whatever activities we could involve them in. But the whole idea is to spend time. The objective is to be relatable, someone who every youngster, every adult, every person in the community finds easily approachable, and someone who they can talk to and they can open up to. We ride and we keep ourselves fit and healthy. When we are on holiday, whatever we are doing, first we are Muslims. First we are Muslims. And we think about what makes Allah Ta'ala happy. The challenge that we are facing with youth all over the world is that they find it very difficult to relate to something that is not in their brand or in their circle. And so we have to make the effort of becoming part of their circle. And that's the work that I do in the community, bringing the youth together, involving myself in sporting activities.
But it didn't stop there. Maulana Junaid was determined to become involved in all aspects of the community's health program, and soon he was chosen as the chairperson of the Ermelo Sports Club.
Junaid himself, I know him from school days. We grew up together in Bethel, and when we got to Ermelo, I saw he was quite involved with the Ermelo community from the mosque side and the sporting side. He's got a pivotal role in the community because of his leadership and his role that he plays in the mosque. So he's got a lot of authority. People, listen to him, they look up to him. And he's made a positive impact with the sporting community. We've got a couple of age divisions from under 9 all the way up to senior division. We have regular games with local teams from the area. We also do tournaments on a regular basis. The younger ones did quite well. I think 3 of them made it to the finals. The seniors made it to the first leg. So we try to keep the kids off the streets. We try to keep them busy.
When it comes time to practice good behavior and show your good character, that is supposed to be done by you as a believer, whether you're on the sports field, whether you're on the bicycle. That is what we want to embody and we want to imbibe within the youth. And the best thing that we can do is be examples for them and be motivating factors for them.
The price we pay for being unfit often can lead to death. In Ermelo, a stand is being taken against this, and it's being led from the front by the man who occupies the heart of the community. For Maulana Junaid Jasad, this has become far more than a personal aim, and the community are fitter for it.
Wow, what a guy. What an example of true character. What an exemplary Muslim.
Islam requires us to put our faith into action by serving Allah's creation. This can be done by each and every one of us without great cost to ourselves.
Dr. Mariam Khan is standing by to share her pearls of wisdom in keeping us healthy.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Dr. Mariam Khan. Welcome to the wellness segment of An-Noor, the Light. Our focus today is your lifestyle being a major determinant in the prevention of cancer. A study published in the Journal of the European Association for the Study of Diabetes indicates that pre-diabetes increases your risk of cancer by 15%. Now, we all know that being overweight or obese is a risk factor for diabetes. But what this study shows is that obesity is now also linked to cancer. And if obesity is associated with cancer, surely that would mean adjustments to your lifestyle in terms of your diet and your physical activity would be a surefire way of preventing cancer. Extensive research shows that a diet high in fresh fruit and vegetables, spices and whole grains is a surefire way to the prevention of the development of cancer. Fruits and vegetables contain high levels of fiber as well as vitamins and minerals. They also have a compound called flavonoid, which is what gives them their color. This has antioxidant properties, thereby reducing free radical damage and preventing cancer. And perhaps you should try the tricolor approach. That is, one from the red family, such as guavas, strawberries, tomatoes, and cherries. One from the yellow family, like pumpkin, pawpaw, and carrots. And one from the green family, like your green leafy vegetables, broccoli, and peas. A sedentary or inactive lifestyle has been associated with many chronic conditions. We now understand that a sedentary and inactive lifestyle also contributes to the development of cancers. It is recommended that you get in at least 30 minutes of moderate to brisk activity 5 times a week. Now, for those of you who have busy lives and cannot seem to find 30 minutes in the day to get in physical activity, here's how simple we are making it for you. We are saying that you can break your 30 minutes down into 2 15-minute segments or 3 10-minute segments, thereby getting you your 30 minutes of physical activity for the day. It really is as simple as it sounds. It all comes down to time management, priorities, and better choices. Choices we make not only for ourselves, but for our loved ones too. Remember that our children do as we do and not as we say. So let's do this. Let's make better and healthier choices every day. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Dr. Khan speaks truth, and there is always much to consider by watching and listening to her. For those making adjustments to their lives, do so step by step, and inshallah, you'll make it.
Stay with us as we find out more about the Muslim community in Mpumalanga.
The success of our country's future is linked to two very basic factors: education and our youth. Young people will drive the economy and be the leaders as well as workers of tomorrow. Education is the key for them to do this, but quite often the state of our schools leaves much to be desired.
When I arrived here, there were no toilets, no water, no classes, no fencing, nothing. And I was only having 30 learners, and I was the only teacher. I was a teacher, admin clerk, the principal of the school, everything. So when Liquid 2 came to us, everything changed.
It is imperative that companies start investing in this future, as their success in turn will come from the young people of today. One such company is Linketh Investment, who saw it their duty to contribute to the rural schools around their base.
Well, what we found over the last 8 or 9 years is there's a great demand for especially the rural schools, meaning what is previously called the farm schools. The farm schools are generally associated with very small area, lack of play fields, etc., etc. And we thought, let's try and assist them with basic infrastructure. When I say basic, we're referring to flushing toilets, adequate classrooms, which are non-existent. If not, they were used to operate out of 1 or 2 classrooms with 3 grades per classroom. Very difficult to operate a school like that. And we thought, let's step in and let's start to assist them.
Linketh Investment is a coal mining company that has grown exponentially over the past few years. While education has nothing to do with their business, they saw it fit to get involved, as this was a great way of giving back.
We're at Bosmanspan Primary School, about 4 kilometers out of the town of Hendrina. When we got here, it was really a sad state of affairs. There was no support given to the school. The majority of these learners come from the township right across the road from the school, and these kids were actually ridiculed for being or for attending a school of this nature. So we started off from scratch, providing uniform, school shoes, building toilets, basic infrastructure for them. I think one of the big areas was water. There was no potable water here, which together with the Steve Tshwete local municipality, we entered into an agreement where we funded the construction of a water line of about 200 odd meters into the school.
Thank you for changing our lives. Do not lose heart. A million thanks.
Due to the multi-grades, the teachers have a lot of workloads, and the learners, they were even crowded. The teachers has to teach more subjects, so it affects a lot because you cannot even attend an individual learner. It affects even their performance at classes, because those learners, they come from disadvantaged families. Now I can see that there is a great change. Due to the assistance of the Liquid company, our learners, they are now courageous. They have self-esteem. They even have self-confidence because they've got what they want. Even their performance has improved a lot. So they have uniform to wear, they have water to drink, even the toilets where they go, even the kitchen where they are being cooked their food, the National School Nutrition. It helps a lot.
Yaqub is driven not only by his company's policy, but also by his own personal beliefs.
Well, we don't just view education as specifically for the Muslim community only. We assist all communities in our area. So as a business, we provide assistance to various schools within this area. Well, Islam teaches us as Muslims, we should provide for our communities around us, be they Muslim or non-Muslim. It's an obligation for us, and we felt that it's important for us to provide for all the communities around us. Well, I tell you what, some of the stories that we have and that come out of the schools is I think at the end, that's the joy that you get of it. To be able to go into the school and to see that teaching is taking place, that the environment is conducive for the learners, as well as those learners that then leave that school. We've been involved now for about 9 years, and there's really some amazing stories that come out of the schools, specifically with learners that have now already reached university level. And that's really something that I think is close to us, and we feel very proud that we were able to assist, and in assisting them, these children have now finally reached a level at university, which is great for us.
There is much to be concerned about in South Africa, but there is equally much to celebrate. There's a saying that if you want to know your future, just look back. In our country, this could almost be detrimental. But if we look at how far we've come and the hope that still exists, then surely journeying forward together will only make things better.
We live in a country blessed with an abundance of natural beauty, and this week we travel to the province of Limpopo to share with you some of its jewels.
Our first stop in the province of Limpopo was none other than world-famous Magubaskloof, an area of immense natural beauty and a great place for the adventurous soul.
We are located in Magubaskloof, EP12 in Zanin. So actually here we're dealing with adventure activities. Activities that are taking place here, we're doing canopy tours. Famous, most of the people, they call it zip lining. Actually we just call it canopy.
Safety is of course paramount for these adventure tours, and the necessary briefing session is short but quite informative.
The canopy tours, it originated in Costa Rica, where the biologists actually, they were just studying about the fauna in the forest. So what they were doing, they were just actually climbing up the trees using the abseiling ropes. So it was quite a mission for them to climb up and down. So they came with the idea that how about we just install some decks over the trees and linking them with cables. That's how the canopy originated. Actually, we'll just encourage people, like, it's full of fun, enjoyable, especially for families and friends. They can just come and do it, just to come and watch the view over the gorge. Place that it was not accessible before, but now is accessible because of the canopy. So you can just come and watch the waterfalls and the beautiful views around the gorge. Most of the people that they came here, they've said it that we've got one of the nicest view around. So when you're sliding here, trust me, the view is very magnificent. It's very nice.
The thrill of the canopy tour is hard to express. It's an experience unlike no other. Sliding from canopy to canopy is most definitely a great way to spend a day. Just over 21 kilometers from the town of Zanin lies Dibageni Waterfalls. It is a place for family fun and one of Limpopo's famous attractions. People come from far and wide to enjoy the cool waters of the falls or just to chill and relax. The name Dibageni was given by the Pedi tribe who once roamed here, and it means the place of the big pot. Water cascades over its lip and falls 80 meters into the basin, which resembles the pot for the Pedi people. Dibageni is a must-see if you're visiting close by. After all that traveling, you're sure to get hungry, and in the town of Polokwane is a local favorite with familiar foods.
So my cycle started in 2011 during July. It was my mother-in-law's idea. She wanted to follow her passion in food, and that's where it started from. The food that we make at Riot's Takeaway mostly consists of sandwiches, T-bone platters, chicken platters, pizzas, pastas. It's any fast food really.
Their speciality is pizzas and chicken made with the best ingredients. A group of well-trained staff prepare the foods in the kitchen, so you are guaranteed a freshly made meal. Their chicken is made with an old family recipe that's been handed down from mother to daughter.
One of the favorites at Riot's is the plain grilled chicken, which we do in lemon and herb and piri-piri. Both the recipes have come from Mozambique. It's actually a family recipe that got passed down, and it seems to be popular in the community, so everyone enjoys that.
You'll definitely leave this place with a hunger well taken care of.
My South African bucket list continues to grow, and at this pace, I might even hire a camper van, take a month off, and visit all the places showcased on An Noor to the Light.
Sounds like a good plan you have there, Zahir. It's the end of this week's episode, and we're playing out with an exclusive first preview of the song Building Bridges.
The Nasheed group Unity has been making a name for themselves in South Africa, and this is their debut music video.
From me, Mara Makwanda, Salang Hantle, Assalamu alaikum.
And from me, Zahir Basa, peace and blessings unto you all.
I remember the days we were never apart. Time was always on our side, but now you're gone, I'm alone, and I still stay strong, 'cause I'll see you again someday. God knows it's hard for me, so hard for me. Without you, you're by my side. But I have faith that Allah will see the good in you, and I'll see you again in Jannah. I'm building bridges to the sky with every breath that I take. I hope to get there someday, one day. It takes my breath away. I hope to take it all in, spend eternity within. I hope to get there someday, one day. I hope to see you there. Dreams we had, thoughts we shared, keeps on playing in my head. I see your face all the time, but I can't rewind the day that you left me. Pictures can take your place, pillows can fill your space. Oh Lord, please help me. I put my faith in you, and I'll remain true. Reunite us in Jannah. I'm building bridges to the sky with every breath that I take. I hope to get there someday, one day. It takes my breath away.